Welcome to Riverdale High School in Oradell, New Jersey. For Pope John Lions JV Lacrosse, Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's action as the Pope John Lions JV squad will take on the JV squad from the Riverdale High School, the Golden Hawks. So, Pope John varsity winning 14-4 over Riverdale, and so now they will turn the spotlight over to the JV team. So many of the players that played today on JV also are going to get that crack in the JV game. Well, played from varsity, I should say. Will also play on the JV. We'll go over that roster with you as we go through the game. So I don't want to go ahead and include the varsity players on the JV. So we'll just go with the numbers that we have as we read them off the roster here today. Number 55, Owen Hull at center field, along with, I believe, number 13 for the Lions, and that is Justin Perella. And that may be from... No, I think it's for the JV game, so... but we'll read the names and numbers to you as we go along. Anyway, Lions JV squad. First game of the season. I know a lot of the Lions got a chance to play in the varsity game, but this is their season in earnest against the JV team for Riverdale. 12-minute quarters. Go 4 quarters, just like varsity. Lions in their white jerseys with gold numbers. Pope John in blue on the front, and the numbers in gold on the front and back with blue trim. Blue shorts and the golden domes, the golden helmets for Pope John. As they head out to the field now, the goalkeeper for the Lions, number 55, Owen Hull. Number 10, Vic Fiore out there. Number 19, Mike Marston. And number 18, Evan Wyatt, along with number 51 for Pope John. And that is going to be... trying to figure out who 51 is. 51, Andrew Jessamaria. Apologies. Andrew Jessamaria, number 50, Sutton Fullwood out there. And trying to find out who the final defenseman is. We'll get that out to you in just a little bit. I think it's number 28, Jacob Post. And then on the offensive side of the ball, we'll have you covered in just a minute. Here's Marston. He wins the draw and goes into Riverdale territory. The shot on goal. Score! So, number 22, Andrew Gallant, puts it right into the back of the net. The clock hadn't even moved yet. We still have 12 minutes on the clock, so down about 10 seconds. So, Pope John leading 1-0 as we start the game. Number 24 onto the field now, Zach Cash for the Lions. As Pope John takes a 1-0 lead. I wonder if they're going to go ahead and keep the score. They may just not have the scoreboard working. So, all right, 1-0 Pope John. We'll have to remember then. Here is number 19, Mike Marston. 18, Evan Wyatt moves into the game now. Here's Wyatt. Connor Clifford looking to come in for Marston now. And here he is, 17. So Hayden Marshall out there along with Gallant. Vic Fiore, who has the ball now on the left wing. Pass down below. There's number 13, Justin Perella. Over to 18, Evan Wyatt. Fiore, number 10. Fiore to Perella. Back to Fiore. Lights are turned on here at Riverdale High School. Starting to get late. Plenty of time for this game to fit in, however. It's Perella. Over to Gallant. Gallant now to Marshall. Marshall on the wing. Gives to Fiore. Fiore looking to work his way in. Vic Fiore up top. Now Wyatt. Evan Wyatt trying to break in there. Can't do so. Now to Fiore. Pass Marshall. Marshall over to Gallant behind. Comes back on the left wing. Marshall on the left. Now Fiore. Fiore around to Clifford. Clifford up top. It's Connor Clifford. Ball's knocked loose. It comes back to Fiore. 1-0 Pope John leads early first quarter. We're just underway in this JV game. First game of the season for the Lions. Ball's knocked loose right in front of the crease. We have a whistle. And so Riverdale will take over. The goalkeeper for Riverdale, number 6. And again, I don't have rosters for the JV squads. We had a roster for the Riverdale varsity, but no numbers on most of the players. The only one I really had was Nick Galloway, the goalkeeper, number 12. Shot in by Galat. Saved by the netminder for Riverdale, number 6. Now here's number 22. It's bouncing on him. Pope John trying to steal it away. And Fiore's able to snag it. Here's Vic Fiore on the left. Fiore working his way in. Kicks it back out to Wyatt. Evan Wyatt. Pass over to Perella. Perella back out to number 18, Evan Wyatt. Over to Fiore on the left. Fiore fires wide right. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be Pope John closest to it, so they'll keep possession. Galat to Marshall. Now the pass from Marshall. Over to Perella. Perella to Clifford. Clifford on the left. Here's Connor Clifford up top. Oh, number 18 working his way in now. Evan Wyatt. Wyatt up top. Ball's knocked loose and recovered by Riverdale. Now number 10, Vic Fiore. This is a great experience for the Lions. Connor Clifford with the shot off at 22. The rebound shot by Galat. Score! Andrew Galat to the back of the net as a hit off a Riverdale defender. And the Lions grab a 2-0 lead. Well, no time kept on the scoreboard. The scoreboard's basically been turned off, so don't know how much time is left, but we're in the early stages, maybe mid stages in the first quarter. And the Lions with a 2-0 lead. Galat with the goal. And the Lions lead 2-0. As I was saying, they got a lot of experience in the first game, but that's not going to happen every game where Pope John's able to break away early and head coach Joe Dell is able to work his players in who would more normally be varsity or JV players. So this JV game is giving him great experience. And here's number 30 for Pope John. 30 is Steve Leonard. Leonard. Pass back to Fiore. Fiore. Over to Marston. Mike Marston. To the center of the field. Now in front. Saved by the goalkeeper for number 6, Riverdale. Now number 26 with the long pole. Moving up the side. Knocked out of bounds by Steve Leonard. Leonard with a good defensive play. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Pope John possession. Here's Fiore. Over to Wyatt. Evan Wyatt, number 18 for the Lions. He'll pass it over to Fiore, number 10. Now to Jacob Post, 28. Pass in front. Clifford knocked loose as he fired. And it goes over to the goalkeeper, number 6. So Clifford was winding up and getting ready to fire there and was knocked out of his cross. Number 12 on defense there for Pope John. 12 is, let's see, Nick Michello. Oh, Michello, a sophomore, also plays on the hockey team. Had a really good year for the Pope John hockey team. And he's getting his first action today in the JV game. Here's number 77 for Riverdale. The 24. Clifford on him. It's amazing how many of these players I've seen in the fall or spring playing football, playing hockey, playing basketball, and they all wind up on the lacrosse team. And team has really come together. You know, the varsity team, of course, and they look terrific today starting the season. But even the JV players looked very solid out there. And moving the ball around very well here on the offensive side of the ball to start out. Here's Clifford in. Clifford with the shot. Save by the goalkeeper for Riverdale. A 2-0 lead for Pope John here in the first quarter. Got a pass over to 17, Connor Clifford. Back below to 25. That's John Brugna. Brugna got some action in the second half of the varsity game. It's number 18, Evan Wyatt. Wyatt also showed up at the varsity game as well. A lot of the players did. And if they didn't show up at the varsity game today, they'll show up throughout the season. They're getting their spotlight now on the JV game. Here's Clifford. Clifford on the right wing. Pass to Brugna down below. Brugna back to Clifford. Shot knocked down by the defenseman for Riverdale, 22, and it's taken away by 30. Takes an elbow from Evan Wyatt. Goes over to Fiore. He'll have to go back behind the midline. He can do that, and he brings it right back over to the Riverdale side of the field. Here's Wyatt. Wyatt with the shot. Score! Evan Wyatt bounces it in. Makes it 3-0 Pope John. Oh, Wyatt with the goal. And the Lions take a 3-0 lead. So Pope John up 3-0 here, late first quarter. At one point in time, it was 13-0 Pope John over Riverdale on the varsity side until Riverdale started scoring against the second unit. Scored 4 goals. Pope John able to add one more to make it 14-4, and that was their final. Here's number 19 for Pope John, Mike Marston. Ball's loose. Gonna whistle. And that's the end of the first quarter. So Pope John takes a 3-0 lead, and that's where we stand heading into quarter number 2. 3-0 Lions over Riverdale. We'll be back to Riverdale High School right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Riverdale High School in Oradell, New Jersey. For Pope John Lions JV Lacrosse, Mike Forbesano along with you, calling today's game as the Pope John Lions are leading Riverdale 3-0 as you start the second quarter. The Lions now heading to the right field, and they'll go right to left. Lions in their white jerseys with gold trim and blue shorts and the golden domes, the golden helmets. And they're going right to left. Riverdale in their gold uniforms with black trim and black helmets, and they're going left to right. Wind picking up. It's getting much colder out here than it was even an hour ago. So second quarter starts, and here's number 77, bounce pass, and it goes past Emilio Baracco. It comes into the goalkeeper, Owen Houle. And Houle is able to smother it, and he'll work his way up the field. Now over to number 10, Vic Fiore. Here's Fiore on the left. Fiore being guarded by number 30. Fiore fires, bounce shot, saved by the goalkeeper, number 6. So the goalkeeper coming out for Riverdale. Over to number 15 for the Golden Hawks. Knocked out of his cross by Sutton Fullwood. Good play by Sutton. And now the goalkeeper, Hoole. He had it knocked from his cross. A big net. It's like a big fishing net out there. Fullwood with it. Knocked out of his cross. And now picked up by number 10 for the Lions. We have a whistle. Vic Fiore's knocked out of his cross, and there's Riverdale is able to take over possession. So number 15 on the right, now to 77. Ball on the left-hand side, number 17. It's loose. Scooped up by Steve Leonard, number 30. Here's Marston up the right side of the field. Mike Marston. Pass over to 22. It doesn't get there. Number 30 clears it to number 99. The ball's loose up in the air. Number 10, Vic Fiore, over on the sideline. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll leave Pope John possession. So Andrew Gallant will start it out. Number 22, over to Evan Wyatt, number 18. To Marston, number 19. Ball on the far side now. Now behind the net. Hayden Marshall with it. Marshall gives it over to Fiore. Back to Wyatt. Wyatt looking to break in down the middle. Kicks it back out. Fiore fires. Score! Vic Fiore into the back of the net. Makes the score 4-0. Pope John. Well, the Lions grab a 4-0 lead, just like they did in the first quarter in the varsity game. Pope John up by a quartet. We're in the second quarter here at Riverdale High School. It's the Lions 4 and the Golden Hawks nothing. Well, again, please join us Saturday morning, 10 a.m. from Pope John High School. It'll be the season opener for the Pope John Lions boys lacrosse team. They'll take on Immaculata. 10 a.m. at Pope John High School on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. And again, on Monday, we'll be at the softball field at Pope John High School. The Lady Lions opening their season against Sparta. Pope John and Sparta at, I believe it's 4 o'clock. If not 4, then 4:30 at the Pope John softball field. We'll be with you on Wednesday, I believe, for boys baseball next week. I think there's a girls lacrosse game coming up. I know Thursday, April 3rd, it will be lacrosse. Pope John and Sparta from Sparta High School. Big rivalry game. Crosstown rivals. Here's Gallant. Now over to Leonard. Leonard drops it down low for number 13. Leonard gets it back. Ball's loose on the turf. Scooped up by number 77 for Riverdale. Oh, big hit by number 20, Hayden Marshall, as 77 runs past. And Clifford knocks it loose. Connor Clifford, number 17. The ball's on the turf. We have a whistle. It's a turnover against Riverdale. And Pope John will take over. So the Lions will move the ball down the field. We'll get started. Now over to Vic Fiore. Fiore to Gallant. Back to Marshall. Cross-field pass, and it goes back to the Pope John side of the field. As number 24 with the long pole there, Zach Cash, tried to field it, but went out of bounds, and Riverdale will take possession. Cash all over number 17 for Riverdale. Trying to scoop it up. Here's number 10, Fiore. Ball's still loose. Cash trying to pick it up. Fiore as well. And now taken by Riverdale, number 15. Finally scooped up by Sutton Fullwood. Here's Fullwood. Fullwood with the pass, intercepted by number 30. Takes a hit by Fiore. Aiden DiLivo out there as well. And Fiore picks it up on the left side. As the sun starts to drop below the hills and the western sky behind us start to get shadows on the field and the lights as well. Here's Perella. Perella, the pass down low to Marshall. Off of the stick of Perella, goes out of bounds. It'll be Riverdale possession. Middle of second quarter, maybe late second quarter. Pope John holding a 4-0 lead. That was actually John Brugna behind the net, not Hayden Marshall, number 25. As I continue to get my numbers clarified here for this season. Here's number 30. Wyatt all over 30 for Riverdale. Now on the right side, 15 moves in, shot. Saved by Hull. Owen Hull flashing the net there. Is able to make that save. Ball goes out of bounds off of Justin Perella. And it'll be Riverdale possession. Oh, nice save there by Hull. Getting that cross right in the way of the shot by 15. Now 15 on the right wing again, looking to break towards the net. Fullwood on top of him. Number 24 on the right side. Evan Wyatt sticking close. 24 will pass it back behind the net. Now number 37. Over to 24. 24 behind. Now 37. Baracco guarding him. Emilio Baracco chopping away, trying to knock the ball loose. And it does go loose. 77 trying to pick it up now. Now Perella on it. And Justin Perella is able to take it. And we get a timeout call from the Pope John coaching staff. Late second quarter here at Riverdale High School. It's 4-0. Pope John leading Riverdale. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Riverdale High School in Oradell, New Jersey for Pope John Lions JV Lacrosse. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's action as the Pope John Lions JV squad lead 4-0 over the JV from Riverdale. As it starts to switch into evening and it gets colder and colder out here. We're trying to get through these last couple of quarters. It is the season opener for the JV team, so we want to appreciate that and recognize the work that they've put in getting ready for their season. And the JV squad is being rewarded with a 4-0 lead here. Late second quarter at Riverdale High School. And brighter days, warmer days on the horizon. I heard it was supposed to be over 70 degrees on Saturday at Pope John High School. So soak in that warmer weather. It's coming. Spring and summer. Cannot wait. Here's John Brugna behind the net. Now to pass out to Aiden DiLivo. DiLivo scoops it up. Pass to Perella. Justin Perella moving in on the left wing. Perella with the pass to Brugna. To DiLivo in front. It's knocked out of his cross. Number 26 for Riverdale picks it up. Here's the Riverdale defense, the long pole, racing up the field. Oh, big hit by Justin Perella. And he's going to get a flag on that as it went towards that area. So, never like to see that. So, wow, big collision by Perella. And it got probably a little too high there on the helmet area. So, number 26 is down, and the trainer is looking after him. Take a quick injury timeout and be right back to Riverdale High School right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Riverdale High School in Oradell, New Jersey. Pope John leading Riverdale 4-0. Big hit on number 26. He's off the field now. The trainer is still looking at him and hope he's going to be okay. Big collision by Justin Perella, number 13. It was not penalized for the hit. Probably just came up a little too high on the head and neck area, and you definitely want to be careful with that. But here's number 10, Vic Fiore. Takes it for Pope John on right side, far sideline. He's racing up the field. We're actually going, and the left side of the field is in the east, and the west is on the right. So you see the shadows from the sun from behind us in the western sky, and it's coming out of the clouds now. Fiore with the ball and gives it back to the official as we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 4-0. Pope John leading over Riverdale. And let's see, is that the half? It looked like that may be the half. So everybody coming off the field, taking time out. And I think that is the half. So we've reached halftime here at Riverdale High School. 4-0. Pope John leading Riverdale. We'll be back on a new feed right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube for second half action. We're at the half, 4-0. Pope John leads Riverdale. Come on back for second half action right after this. Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.